Yes, I am live and direct. What up, what up, what up? Hello, 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 all my Nigerian people out there. All my Wazobia people out there. Wazobia, Nigeria, we day here. My name is Edmund EK. I just decided to start this five-part video about the 2019 Nigerian presidential election. I've actually, just a little intro. I've actually started following Nigerian politics on election since the 2015 election, and it was interesting. I thought electing Buhari in 2015 was a terrible mistake, but that's what the people chose because he promised them change, and now we've seen that. Now we saw the change he promised wasn't the change that the people were hoping for. So it was a terrible thing. And here we are, campaigning for the new election coming up 2019. So now what do we go do? We want to follow our hand again? Do we want to ruin our destinies again? Do we want to change the future of Nigerians? That is a question that has been going on all over Nigeria, outside Nigeria, like Nigerians living all over the world, and also Nigerians living in Nigeria. So Nigeria is a populous country. Depending on who you ask, they will tell you Nigeria is over 200 million people. Some say it's 180 million people, and some people say 190 million people. Some say 198 million people. It doesn't matter. What matters is Nigeria with too plenty, with boku, with day everywhere. That is the most populated black nation on earth. So it's a big nation than to that will have terrible leaders that has been ruining the destiny of people, young people. Like I say, young people make up about 60 to 70% of the population, and their future is just being shortchanged, and they have no future. They have no future. It's a terrible situation. Uh, it's a very, very terrible situation. But thankfully, there is like a wave of revolution in the air, like moving. That's what prompted me to make this video. I've been trying to make this video for a long time because my eyes have been open like throughout the beginning of this year, following up who is running for what, who is running for the presidency. And I was happy to see the young people coming out in droves and high numbers to show their interest and their aspiration to run for the presidency. And my eyes was open. I was just following up the whole thing. But I don't want to rush in making video or during the whole process. I want to see how the thing changes, how the thing develops over time. And I think it's worth the wait and to see people declare their candidates, their aspiration throughout the first quarter and the second quarter of 2018. So I actually wanted to make the video in the third quarter of 2018, but I decided, let me just wait. Actually, let me wait for and see the outcome of the pact. And when the outcome of pact came out, pact is just the coming together of young people, young aspirant coming together that happened. So I was gonna make a video after that. Then I said, let me wait. Let me wait till candidates have declared their candidacies in their respective parties, and then I can make a video. Then that was the final decision until I found out this guy, uh, Frederick Odorigo. Uh, I hope I didn't butcher it. I think it's Frederick Odorigo. He is the president of European Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria. So he made this video about holding an online election on YouTube so that Nigerians, young Nigerians in the diaspora, can voice their opinion on who they want to be the president of Nigeria. I said, okay, okay. And he has many good points. He's made so many videos I've watched. I went back and watched all his videos and went to his website and do some research, and he sound like a legit person, like a serious organization, serious group of people, and they have about I think 41 chapters all over the world in different countries all over the world, in Europe, in Asia, in America, and in the Americas, and so yeah, they're a serious group. So I said, okay, this group seems legit. Let me see the outcome of the election, the online election, and because they also said the election, whoever is the winner of the election, the group is gonna back in campaigning for the person in the grassroots. I said, okay, this is big, this is massive. So so let me wait for the outcome of that, and that happened on November 1st. And all right, the outcome. You all know the outcome. If you don't know the outcome, uh, Omoyele Sowore won that. Let me just go through the list of what happened on that November 1st online election. We'll have uh, they put all the presidential aspirants. Maybe before I go over that, let me try to give you a little bit of history about Nigerian political party. Nigeria currently have 91, whopping 91 political parties. That is a lot of parties, 91 political parties. And 23 of those parties were actually registered this year, which AAC is one of them, which is the party that won the online votes in the online votes on November 1st. Uh, so 91 political parties, 23 added this year, and so that is what we're dealing with in Nigeria. So many parties. I think that much party is so unnecessary, but that's what we have. And so today, I mean, I think that's gonna be it. There's not gonna be any more candidacy. We'll have 79. INEC record will have, according to INEC record, we'll have 79 candidates running for presidency for the Nigerian 2019 presidential election. So 79 candidates. So that's a lot of people that's campaigning for that one position as a number one person in our beloved country, the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So that is that. A little bit of that for you to know if you don't know. So that's just a little information for you. And so, and all those candidates were listed out for the online voting. They are all eligible for the online voting that was hosted by the European Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria, with Frederick being their president, Frederick Odorige being their president, and also with some TDO, that's the officials that counted the vote and all that. So they're called TDO. So an acronym they formed, TDO. And the outcome of that vote, Muhammadu Buhari, APC, he got 1% of the vote. Yeah, people voted for Buhari. Yep, it happened. And Obi Ezekwesili also won 1% of the vote. Her party was CPN. And Donald Duke also won 1%, and his party is SDP. Then David Isa Iyamu of BNDP won 1.2%, and Atiku Abubakar, everybody's not going articulated. So that is stupid, man. Articulated, the guy that looted the country during the time he was when he was vice president with Obasanjo. Yeah, but people are articulating right now. Yeah, articulated. Atiku Abubakar of PDP, he got 2.8% of the vote, and Kingsley Moghalu of YPP, he got 3.2% of the vote. Then Fela Durotoye of ANN, he won 8.5% of the vote. And AAC, Omoyele show, like everybody shout, sure, and AAC, take it back, action. That is all that you go on YouTube. Whenever I go to YouTube to watch, everybody just shouted AAC, take it back, action. It's catchy, I'll tell you that. But yeah, he won the online vote, which is very expected. He has a lot of followers online, so so I expected him to win that, and he did win that. And all of that and yeah, he won it with a whopping 81.5%. 81.5%. So he like crushed every candidate online. Well, not a shock, not a shocker to me. It wasn't a shock at all. And all the candidates won less than 1%. So they're irrelevant. I mean, they didn't list them because one thing I didn't like about this result of the online election is there wasn't number of voters like given, or like how many people voted for this person. It wasn't given, which I wish they give, or I hope they give it later on as time goes on, because I commented on the result and said, please, it would be nice to get the actual numbers of vote per candidate. That would be nice. I mean, what do I think? I notice that what you are talking a lie. You know, so yeah, I think man, I thought, yeah, please, this is gonna be uh, yeah, 5 part, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5 video. So if you want to follow me in this journey, you can just subscribe and hit the bell button. That's not very important to me. What's more important is that I want to hear your opinion in the comment sections. Comment and tell me what you feel. Nigerians, non-Nigerians, just comment what do you think about the political situation, the election going campaign. It's about to kick off, because it's pre-campaign season is over. I think now campaign is about to grow heavily. Oh, don't mind the siren passing by my house. Anyway, so pre-campaign season is over now. It's heavy campaign, and I hope the grassroots work start happening. So that is why I made a question. This part of it is Sowore Omoyele. Can he win the 2009 presidential election in Nigeria? Can he? That is the question for this 5 part video. It could be anyone else. It doesn't have to be Sowore. Why I use his name for the title of this discussion for this all the 5 parts of the video is because he emerged as the winner of the online vote. That's why I'm using his name. And he's more active online. That's why I'm using his name. He have done most online. That's why I'm using his name. So that's why not just why I'm using it. That's why the focus is gonna be on him. He is the guy, the online person. So that is the question. Now bring us to the question: can he actually win the thing? Because yeah, he can win online election, but can he win the actual election? That is $1 million question. Um, I will give my opinion as we continue this the series, the 5 part series, and based on other analysis and the campaign. And at this point, but one thing I want to say, at this point, yeah, he can win online vote, but at this point, it is clear he cannot win the actual election. If in Nigeria, if the election is today, it's clear he cannot win it. But can he win it on February 16, 2019? That is, I think it's possible, but a lot of work have to happen. So we're gonna consider all the works he's gonna be doing from now to the election and see, okay, can he actually do it? Are they gonna do the necessary work needed to get to that point? Are they gonna do the necessary work needed to actually win the election? Campaigning, which is campaigning at the grassroots. They have won, AAC have won the hearts of many online. So now they need to win the hearts of many on ground in our beloved country, Nigeria, on the street. I've made calls home. A lot of people don't know much about AAC or all those new presidential aspirants or candidates. They are not candidates now. I think they are all candidates now. They are aspirants now turned candidate because they have all won their party primary. All the 79 people I talked about earlier have won their primaries, and they are all fully candidates for the 2019 presidential election. 79 of them, and uh, for me, because I'm gonna go ahead and say people have been rooting for, following strongly throughout this period. From I started following this in March, March of this year. That's when I started following the campaign trails and who is running and all that. And the people I thought have been serious in the young generation. I only care about the young presidential candidates. These are the people I care, and these are the people I want. One of them can win. If one of them wins, I am so happy. I'll be so fine with that. So any one of them can win. And the people I have high hopes for, that I have had high hope for throughout the process, they are Nadembi, of course, Sowore, yeah. Because okay, let me tell you a little one story. Because I went to London uh, on May this year, yeah, and May I was in London May through June this year, and I went to the Nigerian friendly match between Nigeria and 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 England in London. So at that match, I was so happy to see so many Nigerians were waving Sowore flag, and I mean Sowore poster. Sowore doesn't have a party at that. Mind you, in May, that was in May this year. May this year, Sowore does not have a political party, but there's his posters. People are carrying his poster in London during the soccer match, and was yeah, Sowore is the man. Sowore is her man. So I was happy. I don't even worry about. I was so happy. Like you see Nigerians supporting a young, vibrant as presidential aspirant. So that was my first encounter of the Take It Back movement, and I was so pleased with it. So that is my story about about London. So what am I talking again? I've lost my train of thought. This video thing, easy. I want to try my hand for what I know Sabi do. Which can't tell me this. Okay, let's see. What should we talk about? Yes, this is the part one of a 5-part discussion. You can call it discussion or journey through Nigerian 2019 presidential election, or and who is gonna win it? Who is gonna win it? Or who is gonna win it? I want it to be any of the presidential, the new generation presidential aspirants. Uh, yeah, any one of them is fine with me. So, but I'll pick who's I really want to win. Maybe my part four or maybe in part four, part five, I will state, and definitely whoever I state, that's who my family is voting for. I'm not gonna be voting back. I'm not gonna be in Nigeria during the election, but I have family in Nigeria. Whoever I say is gonna, whoever I think is gonna win or is worthy of to take it up. Uh, I mean, yeah, whoever is gonna win, that is whoever among the young aspirants that can win right now. None of them can win right now. That is none of them will win if the election is there. None of them, but let's see. But there's a possibility they can put in the work. Let's see what happens. But right now we're talking about Omoyele Sowore. He has put in the most work among all of them, and so so basically he has put in the most work about all of them. But as I was saying earlier on, my high hopes earlier during the campaign trial was on Kingsley Moghalu. He has a lot of energy, and he has a great solid plan, and his plan is solid. And actually, I like his plan most among all the young president aspirant. Moghalu was my his strategy was solid. Com- Compared to all of them, I would say that I've reviewed all their plans, the Spicer hit of Sowore, and the book. I just have a review of the book of Kingsley Moghalu, and I've read his other plans. I've watched all their videos, and maybe not all, but a whopping a majority of their videos, and so uh, so yeah, have Sowore, Kingsley Moghalu. Uh, Unit at TGD had was promising at the beginning. Then after the Pac 10, and then she going about uh, talking about Sowore instead of focusing on her own campaign. Yeah, that kind of made her start losing point in my view. So, but yeah, she was my early people I was rooting for. So it's Sowore, Kingsley Moghalu, Eunice at TGD. Then Fela Durotoye, yeah, Fela, and Tope Fashawa, yeah, and I think that guy he's been putting in work. He's been putting in work, and he actually has his own political party. Eunice also have her own political party, Uh, so yeah, those are the, oh, and Ahmed, when he went to APC and then changed his mind, Ahmed, I think he was one of who I was rooting for, but he's not doing much now. I don't even though yeah, he's not doing much right now. He wasn't going for APC anymore, so I don't know if he chose a party or whatnot. Actually, I have to look into that and hopefully include that in my next discussion. Um, so basically, that's it. This is the first part. 20. I think we're in 20 minutes in this talk. I think that's enough for part one. And part two, I'm gonna do more research, more. I mean, I've done a lot of research. I just have to organize my talk and give you more detail about me of what they have done so far. Or what sure. So let's talk about sure. I think right now for sure he's won the online vote for, and yeah, that's the first step. He's won the first step. So he's won the first step. That's the online vote. A lot of Nigerian voted for him. A lot of Nigeria online are clamoring for sure. So basically, so far, that basically means that he has the best chance of winning the election among all young presidential aspirants or young presidential candidates. He has that. There's no two ways about that. Even on the street now, he's more. I don't. He's not that famous compared to the old guys like Atuku and Abubakar and Buhari, but he's more famous compared to other young aspirants. So, so basically, he's on the road, getting there. So let's see the more work he's gonna do. He's gonna do as time goes on. Let's keep looking. Let's keep seeing the progress he's gonna make on the grassroots. So, and one thing also I was excited about is when he won this campaign. That means the European Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria are gonna now back him and start campaigning for him on grassroots. So that is going to be covering more ground. So you see, that is a plus for the AAC and the Take It Back movement. That's a plus. That we're going to cover more ground. And the idea of Frederick Odorigo of the European Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria, his ideas are solid if they actually implement the idea of like translating campaign in different dialects in Nigeria, in different language, in Pidgin, in Yoruba, in Hausa, in Igbo, in Yoruba, in Edo language, Bini language. Just translate them in different dialects and disseminate the information saying vote for sure. Now hand you go vote for, no more umbrella, no more broom, all that. So I think I was so impressed of what he's saying. But sometimes Nigerians are just too much talk and no action. So I hope he put that into action. I hope the young aspirant, the young candidate actually put that in action and campaign hard. Campaign hard in the grassroots. That is the only way. That is the only way. No, we need money to win campaign or win election, man. But we also need a lot of hard work. So, and they don't. It's a fact they don't have money to compete with APC or PDP, but they have their youth and they have their hard work to put it. So use what you got to win this election, guys. Young people, if we've got to win this election, we'll have to. We'll have to. This is revolution. Revolution. In the word of Frederick Dorigo's revolution without ammunition. Yeah, this is a revolution without ammunition. So please, we've got to win this. We're gonna do this for Nigeria and for Africa, for Black race.